Back at it like a crack addict. This is my Southern Opinion. My name's Eddie Steady. How y'all doing today? How's your day going? Everybody doing all right? I'm having a good day. I told you I had URL Civil War coming back to you with more videos. So here we go. Today I got Swamp and Ace versus Danny and Tink the Demon, the 2-on-2. This is a fire battle. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it more than I thought I would. You know what I'm saying? When I first seen this battle on paper, in the predictions, I think in the predictions I had Danny and Tink winning. I didn't think that Swamp and Ace would really, mesh together like that. But this is a fire 2-on-2. First of all, let me say this. If you haven't seen the battle, let me tell you a little something. Now, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Swamp and Ace as a 2-on-2 are very good. Very good. They like K-Shine and DNA, they got that formula down. Them motherfuckers was rapping. Do you hear me? And they was doing their thing, man. And let me also say this. They take turns. Line for line. Swamp got a line, Ace got a line. Swamp got a line, Ace got a line. And they just going back and forth. Back and forth. That's how you 2-on-2. If you got eight sentences, whatever, 8 bars, or even 8 to 16, and then your partner go, that's not 2-on-2. You know what I'm saying? That's not that formula of 2-on-2, and you know what I'm talking about. Ace and Swamp definitely had that formula. Danny and Tink, not so much. But the thing about it is, while they had their paragraph, while they taking turns, it's fire. I mean, you can't deny the material. They just wasn't playing hopscotch with it. Yeah, they wasn't playing the double dutch jump with it. I'm going to jump in, you jump in. Jump in, jump in. No, it wasn't none of that. This motherfucker, you say a few sentences, I'm going to say a few sentences. Just like that. That's how them boys did it. But let's go on and get into this. Swamp and Ace. Holy Swamp. Can I get a Holy Swamp? Holy Swamp versus the Demongods. I don't know if that's their name, but I just gave them a name. The Demigods. That's what I'm going to call them. Alright, so Holy Swamp goes first. Right off the rip, Swamp say, I bet he say Thule burst. I'm talking about right off the rip. Then we got to get into these wrestling bars. You know I love wrestling. It reminds me a lot of battle rap. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason. So I'm going to keep it real with you. I got into battle rap 2017. And I got into it by accident. Just scrolling on Facebook. And I seen Arsenal the Rebel going against QB. Black Diamond. The female. And it was a disrespectful battle on RBE. And Arsenal was talking to this girl so crazy. I'm like, what the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? It made me laugh. And so I looked it up. I mean, I didn't look it up, but, I went to it. I looked up the battle on YouTube. From there, they got the related videos. Arsenal versus this person, that person. I think it was from there I went Arsenal versus Briz or something like that. From there, I like Briz. From there, I seen K-Shine. I really liked K-Shine. I started watching all his battles. And it's been a wrap from there. I've been watching battle rap every day since then. 2017. And it's like it's one of my big hobbies, man. And now I didn't even got into the media part of it. I done got kind of inspired to do this media and blogging because I like battle rap so much. I just love talking about it. And down here, down south, ain't nobody, really to talk to about it. So here we are. I'm going to talk to you all. Get in the comments, man. Get active with me. I want this shit to grow. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to this. Like I said, they had the WCW Nitro bar, wrestling, Stephanie McMahon bar, fire, Captain America. He said you got your star and your shield. I don't really want to mess that up, so I just said Captain America bar. You know what I'm saying? They said, I don't know. I never met a demon that put his trust in God. Fire. Fire. Eli Manning, the only man I know to beat Tom twice. Ace Push Tinks gets the crowd into it. I'm talking about bump the shit out of Tink. You know what I'm saying? Got the crowd into it. Then he said, after he did that, he said, Swamp, it's your turn. All right, now plant your feet. Get ready. You know what I'm saying? Fire. Because this is that unexpectedness. You know what I'm saying? Then Swamp say, no, I better not give this nigga a bump. He gonna mess around and take it to his old lady. Fire. Danny Myers say he went from they also say he went from too cold to room temperature. That was fire. Then they had the Garden of Eden. Only a couple left. He talking about the gun and code word Garden of Eden. What the fuck that mean? Only a couple left. Well, I guess there's only a couple left in the chamber. Then they had a Goku. Now I don't know nothing about no anime. I don't know nothing about no Dragon Ball Z. I just know after hearing these names over and over, you know what they referring to. You know what I'm saying? They said Goku. They said something about Goku dropped the planet first. You know what I'm saying? Then they had a Tim Duncan, Chris Paul, Wake Forest bar. If you know, you know. They both went to Wake Forest College. Then he said, pull up to your barber and stop your son from getting his fade till you run one. Fire! I wasn't expecting that. That was I like that. That was a nice bar. Long round. This round hard to beat. That's exactly what I'm saying. When Swamp and them got done. This was a long round. A lot of bars. A lot of double dutching. You know what I'm saying? And the Ace Amin just done got better. Let me also say that Ace Amin done got better. Swamp not so much. First time I seen Swamp, I was very impressed. Very impressed. He had, I'm going to say about 4 or 5 haymakers each round. You see what I'm saying? Since then, I think that KCJ battle really messed him up. Because until then, he wasn't taking battles. He was doing his thing. He ran across little old KCJ. And man, she put that hurting on his ass. He ain't been the same since. I ain't gonna lie. Danny and Tink time. Danny started off with a rebuttal. He said Sonic and Knuckles. He had a Sonic Knuckles rebuttal. Also the barbershop bar that he had that made everybody go crazy. He had a rebuttal for that. He said, you the same nigga in real life that you is in the internet. Tink say, well, bitch, welcome to the dark web. Fire. Then Tink say, kids' knees. Same page. Nice bar from that. Then he had a scheme about watches. Now I'm a fan of watches. So this was right up my alley. I loved it. He said Richard Mille, Patek Philippe, Hublot. Then he had another, all this is in the scheme. He also had Cartier in that scheme also with the watches. Round 2. Now let me say this also about Tink and Danny Myers. They took sentences. You know what I'm saying? 2 or 3 sentences a piece. That's how they did it. Maybe a paragraph a piece, man. I'm talking about 8 to 16 bars. You know what I'm saying? 8 to 16 lines apiece. Swamp and Ace had line after, they were line for line. You know what I'm saying? You say a line, I say a line. When Danny Myers was, you say a few bars, like you say a few lines, then I say a few lines. But nevertheless, both of them was hidden. All right, round 2. Also, that was slick of you, Swamp, to hit Danny Myers with the high five, like to give him a 5. As soon as Danny Myers put his hand out to give it to you, you hit him with the fake okie doke. That was funny. All right, round 2. During this battle, he said, during this battle, Danny booked a battle and had another baby. Then he said how his babies be popping up at events. And every time he go to an event, he meet one of his kids there. All right, now they start cooking at this point. Halfway through the round, they start cooking. And they mess up. But they mess up, though. Ace and Swamp mess up. They had to bring it back twice. You know what I'm saying? They messed up twice. Nevertheless, the 2-on-2 of them is fire. They just messed up. So at this point, it's Tink and Danny. I'm thinking to myself, if Tink and Danny, if they flawless through here and don't mess up, this is 1-1. So I had Ace and Swamp winning round 1. Now Tink and Danny, they said you chased a bear for years just to let it maul you to death. That was fire. Because ain't that what happened? Swamp chased T-Top for years. T-Top got a hold of his ass. And he put a hurting on his ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yep. He had the Spawn bar. Master Ace. They paid in full bar. That was fire. The Swamp Alligator. The Carolina Wright brothers. These guys definitely took round 2. No stumbles. No choke. All the way, it was a clear round. At this point, it is 1-1. Going into the third. Third round. This is what it all comes down to. Every line, these boys taking turns in this third. Right? So, Swamp started off. He said, do you believe in a parallel universe? Ace say, I don't. Then they bust out with a damn Doug scheme. You remember Doug from Nickelodeon. They said Nickelodeon. They had Doug. Next thing you know, they say something about Pork Chop, which was his dog. Patty Mayonnaise, that was his girlfriend. Fire. If you never watched that show, that's why I had to break it down to you real quick. Nice scheme. Now this round was choppy, and it was their lightest round. They had a whole little stigma about in his parallel universe, where they say he does this, he does that in his parallel universe. Danny does this, this, and this in his parallel universe. It didn't really hit. Due to default, I got Tink and Danny winning this. If they round is like the second and they have a clear round, you know what I'm saying? No stumbles, no, if they get through this. So Danny Myers comes on. He has a rebuttal. Rock is in the front row. He tell Rock, man, tell these niggas they won't get their second half. Well, let me back it up, y'all. Let me back it up. I ain't doing no editing or nothing like that. I'm getting now Danny Myers second round. Excuse me. Ace I mean them second round. It was choppy, like I said. Now they ended it with a bump. They bumped Smack. Come on, man. What y'all putting your hands on Smack for, man? He had to ask him, like, hey, man, I'm tomorrow I'm gonna bump you. All right, Smack? He had to, because it's like, come on, dog. This remind me of wrestling when Stone Cold beat Vince McMahon ass every week. You know what I'm saying? Just beat the shit out of them, and all the fans love it. It brought the ratings to wrestling. So, you know, that's a business move. If you own something, you let your employee beat your ass, but you get more eyes on your company, then why not? But that's what this was. They bumped Smack, knocked his ass back a couple of feet too. So that's why I said Danny Myers come on. He tell Rock is in the first row. He tells him, man, tell these niggas they won't get their second half. Crowd goes crazy. Danny Myers get the rapping to where he say you don't have to kill these niggas. Tink come on saying no, I insist. Then he had an I Am Sam bar. If you seen that movie, it was something about retarded. He said something about retarded I Am Sam. You know, if you seen the movie, you know. Sean Penn, he played a retarded person that has a baby, and pretty soon his baby's more smarter than him. But third round got dark, and I think that's why everybody loves this round. Tink got real descriptive horror bars. You know how he do. Peel the flesh off the back of his head. I took some of his brains and fed it to my dog. My dog loved the taste of brains, so I fed him the kidneys. No, I said you didn't hear me. I said I didn't feed the kidneys. I fed the kidneys. All right. So this is a debatable classic. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I got 2-1. Danny Myers and Tink the Demon. But you're kind of debatable. I ain't gonna lie to you. But a lot of people saying 3-0 Danny Myers, Tink the Demon. So maybe it's not debatable, right? I just know it's a good battle. It's worth watching. And now we move on to the next one. The hometown hero, T-Top versus Mike P. T-Top tell him in the first round. He talked about him being a gamer. That P Valley line that I think it's a show on Showtime about a strip club. That was fire. Yeah, they talked to him about the police, how the white people, the police be doing the black man. He talked about white people. He talked about Italians. The bar that shook the room was the milk crate. You shaky at the top. Did all that climbing and be shaky at the top. Now here come Mike P. Mike P was fired this first round. He starts off, how am I going to beat the hometown hero? Main stage Mike. I'm like, let's go. He said something about our streets. How T-Top left our streets hanging. That battle with Danger Zone. Just straight left him hanging when he's supposed to jump in. He had a raise up P.D. Pablo bar. You remember that video of P.D. Pablo. Then shout out to the Mavericks. That's my team. He had a Luka Doncic bar. The point guard for the Mavericks. So you know that hit. Then he had an 08 Lakers bar. Then he had a bar about a little slap. A little slap be taking pictures with everybody. A little celebrity out of LA. Then he had cooking. He was cooking. Then he stopped. He was cooking like a motherfucker, man. Mike P was cooking. But he stopped. And he stopped right when he started doing this Street Fighter kind of scheme that was fire, man. He doing this Street Fighter. I don't know if you remember I think it was against Tink the Demon. He did that, but I guess it was the part 2. It was fire. Then all of a sudden he just stopped. The crowd loving it. He stopped. I think it really fucked up his first round. But one thing that hit hard that first round is he said, I want to beat you so much. He said, I want to beat you so much that you don't want to rap again. I want to beat you so much that Briz want to get revenge. That was fire. Now here we go, round 2. I got T-Top winning round one because Mike stopped when he was cooking. Like, he just stopped. Everybody's like, what? Even the crowd like, what? You can't do that, man. You was cooking. The crowd was loving you. You got to finish your scheme or your whatever you was doing. You got to finish that. You can't just stop. And I got that from Mike P every round. He just cut it short, or he was right in the middle of a bar. He got done with it. They didn't go crazy for it, so he just timed. You know what I'm saying? That's a shitty way to end your round. People ain't going to like that. Matter of fact, you should end your round on a haymaker. You should end your round with niggas, woo, woo, and you got to get it back. It's like 2 or 3 minutes of them going crazy. That's when you time. You know what I'm saying? Every round you want to end it like that. Every round ended on a haymaker. If I was a battle rapper, I have 5 minutes worth of material, even though we got 3 minutes. And when I get 3 or 4 haymakers, I'm cutting it off. Especially if I know my opponent can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And every time, I don't care if I got 2 minutes left, but if it's a nasty haymaker, I'm finna end it on that. Because that's what people gonna remember. Moving on. T-Top start round 2 with the racist angle. He hit him with that, who the fuck is y'all? Mike P had a status where he said, y'all people. Oh, now you know us black people don't like that. Don't refer to us as colored. And don't refer to us as y'all people. You know what I'm saying? Or I know how y'all do. Fuck you mean y'all? He said the black culture gave you a wife. I know Mike P didn't like that, but it's the truth. You and our culture, man. Do what I was saying about Big K. If you in our culture, you can't be complaining about what culture you in. You in our culture, motherfucker. What the fuck? Alright, Anderson Burris stole the show. T-Top, the creator of freaking angles and moments, he was talking to him. Like, you do this, you do that. You do this, you do that. Then all of a sudden, Anderson Burris comes forward and is like, let your white friend talk to the police. Everybody loses it. Goes crazy. Then Anderson Burris talks to him. He told him, you're insecure, just like me. And you felt safer when you seen the police outside. Everybody laughing. Everybody enjoying it. Now, Mike P, second round. I didn't even get much out of Mike P second round because he ended it so short. And it wasn't nothing he said that could outshine T-Top second. Like, that second was, it made this battle. I'm not gonna lie, he took off that second round. Now, here we go about the third. The third round, he didn't show no love. He went in on his ass third round. He said, you can't do nothing about it. Look at her past. Oh, he went in on his old lady, man. T-Top went in. This whole round was about his old lady. And he said, you can't. He said, why you getting mad? You can't do nothing about it. Look at her past like a hall monitor. Look at her past. He kind of reaching with that one. He say, he said, you had a baby by her. That's retarded shit. Well, let me back it up. I'm getting into the round like I'm going to almost the end of the round. Let me back it up a little bit. He had a bar about the baby and getting canceled. He was talking about how about Mike P's old lady getting pregnant. You had a baby by her, and he referred it to the baby getting canceled. The baby in her stomach and the baby. That was fire. Then he said he had an Ashley furniture bar. The girl name is Ashley. Then he talked about how she fucked Drugs, Yak Man, and Ryder. Damn. Overkill in the third. That's what I'm thinking to myself at this point. He went in on this girl. That's when I say he said I didn't want to stalk the bitch, and then you had a baby by her. That's retarded shit. It's like watching baseball end into a guardian. What? That's how he ended the round. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Boo! Come on, Top. Why in the hell would you end your round like that? Anyway, Mike P come with his third round. He said firm grip, Demi Gordon bar, land on the moon, giant leap for mankind. Then he had a bar about haymaker, and he said strain on your heart. Very light. His third round was short. He knew he got cooked. That's why he made his third round short. But also his second round was short. I want to see. I bet you his post game interview. He real salty and he mad. And I kind of want to see it to see what he gonna say. See what the excuse is. But yeah, you got cooked, Mike P. It's all right. Work hard on the next one. Coming up, I got Jada Nightwing and Lou Castro versus Jack Boy Maine. Doubleheader. That's coming right at you. This is my Southern Opinion. Thank you for watching. Until next video. If I tell you a duck can pull a truck, go on and hook them up. Holler at y'all later.